alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth. And it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one, if you can win, will certainly build your confidence. Chosen the pitching wedge here. That should set up another chance. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 29 feet from the cup.
Oh, just missed. Putting for a par now. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left. And if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Playing from around 210 yards here. Good choice. Going with the 3-iron. This one might need to set. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Just didn't drop. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Looking good. Yes, they've made it. He finds himself in a share of 10th place.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short-iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Going with the 7.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Oh, yes. What a shot.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Go on, get in the hole.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Currently a couple under for the event. Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Great drive. Let's hope that makes it all the way to the surface. Lining up from the sand now. Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
Looking better.
Okay, steady now.
Putting for a par here.
Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Handy effort, that one. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Going with the pitching wedge here. And he's hit that inside the range.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
A fair bit on the line here. Spot the top 5.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
The old hammer hands putt. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. And down she goes. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice.
Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout. Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival, Brooke Henderson.
Let's get back to it, shall we? And this putt to move into a tie for third. Oh, nice looking putt. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flag stick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Wonderfully played. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. It was on a good line. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. He finds himself in a share of 4th. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Already a winner this season. Number 2 would be very nice here today. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Just 2 shots behind.
That's tiny.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. Tracking. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under. Here we go, Rich. The back 9 on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth.
Playing this shot from around 120 yards. Currently a shot off the lead.
Four right.
A bit wild on approach there.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Sitting at 5 under for the day. Currently tied for third. What a shot. Oh, it's in the hole. And for birdie. And that's going to hoist him into first place. Well, that's certainly worth another look.
Just look at how they get this ball up and out of the sand.
And with that, they move into first place. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Facing here, Henny.
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Going with the 8-iron here. Playing within their comfort zone there.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet. Little birdie look in here.
Surely it's going to.
He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And that will take him to 7 under. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just a decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Good shot there. These putts really add up at the end of the day, right on 12 feet.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
This is a good chance. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. He sits in first position.
Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Currently 8 under for the round.
There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot, but if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
This one heading towards the green.
A wonderful shot into 14. It sets up another look at birdie. This one started out on a good line.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots.
The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Lining up from around 160 yards. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That one should find the surface.
That was a beauty.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This is a 12-footer here. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie.
Yeah, with just a slim lead coming down that stretch, anything can happen.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Oh, what a wonderful play, leading with intent.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Get in. Well done. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Well, that's a handy shot. But in for birdie. Looking really good, this one. Oh, that's a ripper. Leading by 5 shots after that. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Just hoping for an outcome now. If you need any inspiration, Bob Tway once holed out of the bunker to win a major. How good was that bunker shot? This is always a good moment. A putt to win the tournament. And that'll do it, Rich. Players' Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players' Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Oh, listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.